The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 80!
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Slam, slam, slam. White. Get right. X3, 218, chop.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and long. And able to haul it in is Kittle. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback.
Here we go.
A hot route, so to speak.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 36.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Touchdown, defense.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Watch the run. 13!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Ravens have got it. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Well, he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 94 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo, 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. 180! 21.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Garoppolo again here on second and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on third and inches.
11.
On third down, here's Coleman, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Right back to Coleman here on first down. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player.
Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it?
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Throw left side complete. It's Coleman. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Here we go. Like 20!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. There he goes right side. wide. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
56, Mike, 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Touchdown, 49ers! Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 25 on second down, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Undercrush. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey, let's get in that hole. 57.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, watch that. Check. Line 54. I'm coming. No.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Oh, yeah.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is incomplete. So we have come. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm here on the screen. Check the screen. Leo. Watch out. Watch out. Yo, get him. Get him. Get him. You got him. Hustle. Hustle. Bitches go. Get set.
They run it again with Martin. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got enough?
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
13. 13.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 97 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Bridgewater on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. He's got daylight. Past the 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and now it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play fake. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Boy, it's the same old song, isn't it? And right now, this one doesn't sound too sweet. They've been thoroughly outclassed so far. And there's another tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that's something that we've said quite a bit in this game. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, let's get this.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check.
Draw play. This is Martin. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, your remote's clicking off right now. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they got 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They will run again with Coleman. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt.
I was watching this video with Gilly Kidd and Wallow, and they was talking about the wildest sound they ever got caught cheating. So they was mad young. Like, I didn't realize Wallow did 20 years in jail.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Just got out like 3 years
After the
ago.
touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
So it was like 14, 17 or something like that. So they said they was in Philly, seen some chick. It was a bunch of chicks, but the main one was a girl named Kim. So they got a number or whatever. They was calling. She ain't never answered. She ain't never pick up. They exchanged numbers, I guess.
But you know how in baseball when the
So he was like, some time go by. Gilly was like, some time go by. The phone ring. He was like, you know who this? She was like, he said it was like a pause, and then the girl was like, Kim. So he was like, yo, what the fuck, man? We been looking for you for that long. Whatever, man. So the girl Kim was like, he's like, what's good? I'm trying to see you. So he like, the girl Kim was like, all right, come through. I'm in Germantown, whatever. So him and Wallow go.
And tough going there as he'll only
So they
get it
go
up
to
about
the girl
31.
Kim house.
The second down play, not much better than the first.
Some
Just
girl
a gain
answered the
of
door.
one
She was
there.
like, "Who y'all here for?"
Seems pretty
And
obvious
he's like,
defensively
"Kim."
a key was
He's
stopping
like, "I
that
here."
run game. How have they done it
Your
so
man
successfully?
Gilly said that his girlfriend walked to the door. Nigga said he took off running. So he said what happened was it was his girl that called, but she was like when he was like who is this? She like in her mind she like you don't recognize my voice, so she's being dumb and she's like it's Kim. She just happened to say the name of the chick. No, no.
Again, it's Martin. And now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Sunset, he took off running.
So the
Nigga said Wallow stood right there.
Becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves
Nigga said he was in shock. He's like, he ain't know what to do.
himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post game.
Son, they podcast mad funny, son.
That will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Son, oh my God, son. Son, no. That shit was mad funny, son.
Only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game.
He was like, y'all nut ass, one hit wonder ass nigga.
That's not what they got, though. They got a setback.
But Wallow pretty much created major figure.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on
There's somebody on the other side, though.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly
Yeah, he on Chip's Tower. He going down the stairs now.
Received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Trying to rocket at me.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Oh, he got me. He don't got no more rockets left, though. Nah, he far away. He ain't coming.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll
they gonna found another rocket.
17.
56.
Here's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still
That was the same gun you just had.
himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one once more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he?
Right,
Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
I was on that bike.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one
This
time I
dude
was
keep
on a
trying to
team
pass. He got
and we were
like
losing late in the
4 or
game
5
like
pick
this, and you knew
sixes
it was
or
lost,
turnovers
it was
returned
over,
for
right?
touchdowns. He
And the
need to
coach
just stop.
called a running
Run the
play.
clock out.
And pretty
My
much
fault,
said to
but
everyone, I want to see something
microphone was
execute
up.
well before
Sound
we get
better?
out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On second down, Martin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So Pop, I got some shit. I'ma need you to add to the intro just to make sure we good as far as legal shit. If you can, I don't know. Well, copyright shit. My homeboy that does the shit, does the other one, like the one that we like guest appeared on and shit. He was like, when he was looking at like research and shit, fucking, they tried, like YouTube tried to basically, like if we post something or we post a clip or something, there's a possibility they could try and come and be like, oh, well, you guys didn't have permissions in this. It's basically just like copyright laws type shit, like saying we copyright. Yeah, yeah. But being that we're like on some, this is officially a show type shit, I think that's the difference. Because I do plan on looking into making it like a business and like doing like a LLC or INC and trademarking Misfits. Like me and him just had a wild long ass conversation about all of the moving parts to it. Just asking him questions about the shit. Like, whenever I see him make a change on shit, I usually always ask him, like, why'd you do that? Like, what was the reason for it?
And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
You don't want to play with us. I want to play with you.